Hey guys, it's me, Delta One. Hey guys, One here with Airsoft. It's me, Delta One here. Hey guys, Delta Hey guys, it's me, Delta One, here with Airsoft Talk. Join a mighty fine cigar, and today we're gonna be doing the final part of this little three-part video series. The top 3 worst airsoft manufacturers, in my opinion. Number 1 isn't really one company. It's kind of 2 companies. It is a division of the first company, but the worst airsoft manufacturer. Are you ready? The name of the company itself just kind of makes your ears want to bleed. Is it Aries? I've never had a good experience with them. Well, Aries / Smart Team, whatever the hell they're calling it now these days. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Their Smart Team PPSH. I had to spend like a good 20 hours modifying the gearbox shell itself just to accept parts. TM compatible my ass. Like, seriously? No. I sent that PPSH off to get worked on by a better technician, and he's even like, I asked him, I was like, hey, Disguised, what's it like working on that PPSH? Hold on 1 second, I'm tying a noose. Okay. What's the question again? Oh, no, I'd rather kill myself. It's that bad. Like, it was seriously that bad. Like, I would much rather have what's something absolutely horrible? I would rather sit down and have a 5-hour conversation with Rosie O'Donnell and Hillary Clinton. That is how bad it is. That's really bad. If you are not from America and you don't know who these people are, it's like me saying I'd rather sit down and have a conversation with Justin Bieber. Although I don't think I'd be able to do it, but I would much rather do that than work on that gun ever again. It was just that big of a pain in the butt. Nothing wanted to fit properly. The gear, if you didn't have a right gear or piston, it would ride up too high and force the piston up because the gears, I mean, it was just terrible. That's with Smart Team. That's basically, I think, a Sportline version of Aries. Whatever, they're the same design, they're copied off the same guns. Okay, another experience I had, it was one of their M110s, which is like their SR25K things. The gun literally fell apart in my hands. Literally. You know the pin that holds, that little pin on your M4 receiver on the side of it that holds the gearbox shell in place? That literally just decided to fall out. The pistol grip literally was about to fall off. This is brand new out of the box. The stock almost was like wobbling an inch and left and right. It was horrible. You could get better AKs from Africa that were built better, even if they were ran over by tanks or in 2 pieces. It was horrible. It was like your worst nightmare when you get something new from a company and you're like, oh man, I can't wait, and you're excited, and it's like the Hulk decided to take your package and have its way with it. It was just horrible. I couldn't believe it. It was terrible. How bad the quality was. It wasn't even worth it. I was so honestly shocked at how bad it was. Honestly, the Aries Tavor, I wasn't impressed at all. I mean, it was one of those guns that was like meh. I mean, that's how I felt about it. It wasn't something that was horrifically impressive, and it wasn't something that was horrifically bad. But the design itself of the gearbox and how you had to disassemble it just made you want to not think ever. It was horrible. It was just one of those things, it's like, who in the right mind thought this would be a good idea? It's like, Like, I'm trying to, Okay, then Smart Team was like, hey, let's make an affordables Tavor and put plastic gearbox in it because that's a good idea. It's like, what? Why? What? Who made this decision? It's like, are you just not thinking about the gun? I mean, are you just trying to make a quicker profit? I mean, it's like, I couldn't figure out what they were trying to do. Yes, there's videos of them running on lipos and stuff, but why would you do that? Like, why? What is the point? Like, I know it's because you can, but why? Like, what is your logical reasoning? Why? So that didn't last very long. So they're like, "Oh, we gotta make a Metal Gear box," and I was like, "Oh, but it's like the PPSH." Why? Why would you do that? Oh. No. Did every gun that I've ever held from Ares or Smart Team was horrifically horrible. Let me get to their scar. Okay, their scar. You could take your pinky and your thumb, right? Or like, you could put these two fingers, your ring finger and your pinky, and if you were to put them over the magwell, and you were to try and go down like that, it would flex the magwell. It felt like a Fisher's Price toy from the 80s, which is really cheap and crappy. It was just horrible. It felt like some sweatshop worker was the head division thought process. It was the head guy for designing Ares weapons. It's like, I want it to be like a plastic toy because my Tickle Me Elmo broke. So I want it to be plasticky because fabric isn't strong enough. So let's make it really cheap, crappy plastic. No. 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 It's just horrible. The only thing that was good that Ares, I think, ever produced, I will give Ares this. They made some pretty unique items like the DSR-1, the M200s, the Shrike, and that didn't even work. What you're looking at would never feed. It would never feed. He got 3 different box mags. It would never feed ever, forever, never, ever, forever. Another problem with Ares that I've had a lot of friends firsthand, on the back of an M4 where the buffer tube is, in order to attach the buffer tube to the M4, there's a giant screw that goes into the gearbox from the back. Ares doesn't have that because they were like, let's put a quick spring change feature in it because that's what we want to do. And it's not really that quick spring change of a feature. It really isn't. It involves disassembling the gun. To me, you should only have to remove one teeny part and it should take less than a minute. Then it's a quick spring change. If it's not, stupid. Okay? So, there's no reinforcement on this part of the receiver of an M4. And I ironically have a mag pull. God, I hate this. So there's no reinforcement right here, and on the Ares, it's a little bit thinner. So if you, for whatever the reason, decide to pull a Rambo moment, and there's too much weight on the front end of your gun, guess what happens? This right here, it's gone. Gone. You're never going to see it again, because it's gone. If you're thinking, well, it's just falling out, no, it's gone. Then to me, it's like, what were you thinking when you designed this? There's going to be people fixing these guns. Why did you make it the worst possible way possible? Like, honestly. It's like, diabetes is what I think about Aries. I can go on and on and on all day about how bad they are, but I will say one positive thing. They are creative, and they are thinking of new things. But it took, whoever made the light bulb, can't think, whatever, took him like 300-something tries to get it right. I will give them props for trying, but they aren't doing a very good job. But I will give them props for trying. And there's always tomorrow, and the next day, and the next decade, and the next millennium. But until then, until their products are good, I think they are the worst company you could possibly buy an airsoft gun from. Unless they were to make a 21E, would change my mind. And I don't want one just because it's from Black Ops. So, deal with it. So, that is my views on Aries and Smart Team as a company. I personally would tell you, save your money and buy a better product. I hope... Oh, yeah, by the way, if you've had a good experience with Aries, that'd be a first for me to hear. So, I would actually like to see a comment about that, where you didn't have any problems, and why anything like that. But if you had negative experiences, be more welcome to put it down below. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little 3-part video series. I know it's probably going to come out really soon, one after another. But I'm going to keep making videos until my cigar is done with. So, I'm going to have like 1 trillion videos. So, life is good, and I'll see you in the next video.